Shalom Yasharallah. Shalom. Barakat YaHaWah. Barakat YaHaWaShi. Barakat YaHaWah. Barakat YaHaWaShi. Barakat YaHaWah. Barakat YaHaWaShi. BaHaSham. Rawcha, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone teacher and YaHaWah, who taught me this truth in its entirety according to the Bible. Peace and salutation to the Hakim, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives throughout the four corners of the earth. To the Hak with listening and learning, Shalom. It's your brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin Camp here in Toronto with another lesson. And through the spirit and power of YaHaWah, the title will come. But it's an update what's going on here. Canada. Toronto, Canada. Right? Stay-at-home order extended 2 weeks. And police have new powers in Brampton, Mississauga, and Ontario. Right? And Brampton and Mississauga are cities. And Ontario is the province, which is the equivalent of a state in America, right? The Ontario government has announced, and this happened yesterday, so-called April 16th, 2021, the year of looking for and hastening the coming of our Lord. And it reads, the Ontario government has announced a slate of harsh new restrictions, including bans on outdoor activities, restrictions on interprovincial travel, and more sweeping police powers to enforce the current stay-at-home order, right? So outdoor bans, no gyms, no parks, soccer fields, baseball diamonds, none of that. That's done. Lock off. Can't go from province to province, which would be state to state. And we still got to stay home, man. They don't want us outdoors. In response to climbing case rates, Ontario reported 4,812 cases on April 16th, with 1,469 new cases in Toronto, 851 in Peel. The province is enacting a slew of new restrictions on outdoor activities, which most health experts say are safer than indoor activities, and not closing non-essential warehouses or manufacturing facilities where hundreds of outbreaks have been reported. The government also made no mention of paid sick days for essential workers, something the Science Table advising the province has called for repeatedly, insisting that the current federal benefit does not go far enough. You see that? Hey, listen, this is all a setup for UBI, a universal basic income. That's coming, man. Before the year done, that's coming. You know what I mean? Cause tank the economy, tank jobs. Then you got to be dependent on state, on Daddy Esau's titty. You know what I mean? And that's what these elites are trying to do, man. That's what these elites are pushing to do. Ultimately leading into that stamp, you see me? We're losing the battle between the waters and waters, right? That punch, right? The pace of the punch has not kept up. We're on our heels, but if we dig in and are steadfast, we can turn this around. We're down, but by no means are we out, said Premier Doug Ford in a statement. At the press conference, Ford said that the current stay-at-home order will last an additional 2 weeks, 6 weeks in total, with the possibility of extension. And the province will close golf courses, playgrounds, outdoor soccer fields, and outdoor basketball courts. People can only gather outdoors with people they already live with, and those who live alone can gather outdoors with one other household, those that live alone. He also said that big box stores will be reduced to 25% capacity, and that places of worship, them harlot houses, will be restricted to 10 people indoors. Ford also said that non-essential construction sites, such as those building malls and hotels, will close, and the province will restrict travel to and from Quebec and Manitoba. Ford also said that the province will send 25% more punches sent to hotspot regions such as Brampton, Mississauga, Caledon, and Toronto. Ford also called on the federal government to procure more punches for the province, saying more supply is urgently needed. At the press conference, Ford said that starting Monday, April 19th, the province will set up checkpoints at all interprovincial borders and limit crossings into Manitoba and Quebec, adding that the province is calling on the federal government to restrict international travel further. For it also said, here's the point, that police and bylaw officers will be given new powers to enforce the stay-at-home order by stopping people and vehicles and asking them where they live, where they are going, and why. The Ontario government also said that businesses such as law offices and accounting firms will be inspected for the punch compliance, adding that people who can work from home must be allowed to do so. Right. So yeah, the devil's flexing his muscle, man. You know what I mean? And can't move freely. Can't move freely. Right? 2nd Ezra 15, we hit 2 scriptures. I don't want to, you know? And they're not playing, man. You know what I mean? They're flexing their muscle. They're not playing. And it's going to wax worse and worse. This thing ain't through. This thing ain't done. You know what I mean? So they freed up the populace a little bit, gave them a little bit of blue skies, and now they're clamping down, right? 2nd Ezra 15 verse 16, and it reads, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." Right? Sedition is pushback, right? We see that on all fronts. The people, the populations, pushing back against authority, against government, right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? They're not going to listen to the bylaws, the decrees, right? And the course of their actions will stand in their power, right? The people are going to do what they want in their pushback, right? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? These checkpoints, police carding you, right? Free will to pull you over and ask you what's up. No need for a suspicion or a suspicion that a crime is taking place. They can just roll up on you and ask you what is your business, right? Papers, please, so to speak, right? Verse 18, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid," right? That vibration of fear is going out. You know what I mean? But it's going to wax worse, right? And the powers that be, they're squeezing their muscles. They're flexing their muscle, man. Isaiah 10 verse 1, and it reads, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees," right? Destruction unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. And who decrees? Who writes these unrighteous decrees? The ruling class elites, the banking families, right? Babylon the Great, America the Great, Esau, Edom, Idumea, right? The so-called white man, right? Writing these unrighteous laws, and that right grievances which they have prescribed, right? Painful laws that hurt, right? Prescribe is to pre-write, to pre-write, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, right? Whose people? YaHaWaShi, his people, beginning with the Israelites, Salak, the Israelites, so-called indigenous, so-called Latino, so-called Negro, man, right? There's no rights out here, man. They're stripping them away. That widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless, right? And that's what the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon, Satan, right? Who is Esau, Edom. This is what he's doing, man. Right? Warp speed. Right? Revelation 12 and 12. He coming, having great wrath because he knows that he have but a short time. He knows he has a short time. Right? Hence why the muscle flexing. Right? But I just wanted to touch on that. You know what I mean? The stay-at-home order up here is getting real strict. You see me? But I pray you're edified. I don't want to stay prayed up, pray without ceasing. Kwame Asherala, Wa Abad Baba.